Okay, hello everyone. I thought I would show some of my Fallout settlements. This is my house that I built. Here is my purple bed. It's a Fallout 3 bed that I added with a mod. I have shelves full of clutter that are much tidier than my actual shelves of clutter. Some bobbleheads. This is a dog bed that I put there because it looks like my dog's actual bed. But every dog except dog me actually sleeps on it. This is my little bathroom area. I couldn't find a purple soap to place down from any of the decorating mods, so I just used the purple one that I found somewhere. I'm not sure if the purple one is vanilla in game or if that's from a mod that I've got that makes some objects more interesting. Here is my lamp of lesbianism, which I always get stuck on if I try to run through here. It's from Fallout 3 if you choose the love theme for your house. Ah, I'm stuck on the lamp of lesbianism. I usually keep just weapons and random crap in this locker and clothes in this one, although some stuff I keep at Vault 88 because I am very disorganized. It's way too big for an upper floor really, because there's not enough to do with this space. And also the roof is fabric, and I'm not sure what I was thinking when I did that. So downstairs, got some power armor lying around. My god, also the other day, there was a settler walking around in power armor when I came home, and I thought, oh cool, a settler with some power armor has come. And then I got in my house, and this one was missing, and I was like, oh okay. So a settler didn't bring power armor, he just came and took mine and walked around in it. And then later on I came back and found it in the middle of the street, and I was like, wow, you suck. My downstairs toilet. A seating area. Kitchen. Have some grilled Nuka-Lurk sitting on the side. And some other things from Nuka World in the kitchen. Refrigerator where I keep all my aid stuff, which I usually don't need to use because I often play on God mode because I am terrible at RPGs. I'm really just here for building and decorating. So laundry area. And I built an armor workbench, but I didn't actually need to because there's one outside in the middle of Sanctuary, but I didn't realise that when I built it. Outside of my house. One thing to note here, I did the hack where if you drop loads of junk on the floor and then scrap it in building mode, it takes some of the allowance off of your building limit. I was doing that, and for some reason these two things have got stuck. I can't pick them up or scrap them, and it's annoying, but I'm not really sure what I can do about that. Okay, the dog island. There is like an excess of dog kennels, and they all try and get in the same ones. So, like these two trying to get in ones that have already got dogs in them. Stupid. Baby. You look a little bit cursed this... He looks a little bit cursed this close, but bless you, tiny baby. Shop counter from Fallout 3 and put this shelf behind it. There's also a weapons counter in here. I don't think I have anyone to staff it yet. And public bathroom with no door. This is obviously my house before the war. Put some stuff on the fridge shelf so it looks nice. Other than being quite untouched, it's mostly a place just for someone to sleep, really. I would love to be able to make at least the walls and the roof look pre-war, but all the mods I've investigated for doing it either haven't worked for me no matter what I do with the load order, or they just aren't available anymore for some reason, so unfortunately my houses have to look like this. And I suppose the problem with some of them that are so all-encompassing is that I've built things where the collapsed houses were, so I wouldn't want a new house to spawn in on top of them. Okay, so here is a little medical house. Okay. Small waiting room. I'm disappointed in the wheelchairs in Fallout because they've got all this really cool retro-futuristic technology, and this is what they thought of for wheelchairs. Like, they could have been hovering wheelchairs, they could have been really cool and futuristic, and instead they went with real life wheelchairs from the past. Not even like good present day wheelchairs, but just terrible wheelchairs. So I'm kind of disappointed in that, but it do be like that. How do people even become doctors in this time? Do they just give the title to anyone who's vaguely like smart enough to do stuff? Because it's not like they can take the doctorate, right? Bed here. This would function as a normal sleeping bed, I think. Same for these two back here. Just beds for settlers to sleep in.
I can patch you up if you need it. For a small fee.
Bathroom. And 2 more beds. So here I have a laser tripwire-y thing, which, when tripped by hostiles, should power the siren to go off. Sometimes it doesn't work, and I don't know why it doesn't work, and then other times it does. I did have a time where it didn't work because they ran past it, so I blocked the gaps with some fencing. And you can still kind of get in here, but it's unlikely. There's this guard post which isn't flat on the ground, so I put some stumps underneath it so it wouldn't be too annoying. So here is a bar and restaurant.
Yeah? You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
So there's a little sofa, TV, disco ball, of course, just like I have in my kitchen, like all sensible people. Some gross meat hanging up. It would let me...
Hope you ain't here for me.
It wouldn't let me put the fridge where the fridge goes, so I had to put the cooker where the fridge goes, because it let me do that, but it wouldn't let me put anything where the cooker goes, so... And I can't get place anywhere to work, no matter what I do with it, so, yep. Oh, a baby. He kind of sounds like a robot walking and not a gorilla. It would be funny as fuck if you poked him and he was like, "Do not interfere with security operations," like the other ones do. I would shit.
You probably saw the gorillas. They're really
Gorillas?
just a project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative
I didn't
is still
see
in
no
its early
gorillas.
stages, but the prospects are very exciting.
Oh, so that means the one I modded into my settlement is a robot gorilla. Which might be why he sounds like a robot when he walks, I see.
Do not interfere with security operations.
Over here is some sort of metal monstrosity I've built. I've actually I have rebuilt this a few times because I hated it. It's had a few different configurations and I can never get something that I actually like here, but the prefab big metal house is too big. So we've just got this. Shared bathroom. And just a bunch of little rooms for sleeping in. The little living area at the back, and also a guard post because get a lot of them rude flying bugs. Laser tripwire dealy again at the main entrance. Oh, I fell. Shame we can't fix the So my vault, I originally did not get to grips with building at all. I found it very unintuitive and I kind of hated it, but after a couple of retries I figured it out. So this is my Vault 88. I have a grave down there as an allusion to where I dragged a bunch of raider bodies once. And then it occurred to me I should probably shut the door. This is the existing security office, and I just put some extra desks in here. Because, you know, sometimes raiders. That guy's feet are on the floor. So, as you come into the vault, you can go up the stairs or to the side. If you go up.
Never thought I'd be an honest to goodness vault dweller.
Okay, if you go up the stairs, you end up here in front of the overseer window. The railings look like complete ass because I could not get them to do what I wanted. This is literally the best I could do after much frustration. I don't feel like there should be no railings, so I've just got this horrible mess. This is the overseer office. I built it with Overseer Barstow in mind, but then she left the vault in a huff when I didn't torture anyone.
Finally, Vault 88's work can truly begin.
With some experiment, and I've pretty much kept it the same. I might have added that chest of drawers, I think, as a place to put my crap. There's a shower and a toilet in the corner. And curtains to give the illusion of privacy. Some of the adopted dogs, it wouldn't let me send them all to Sanctuary, which is where I would have put them, because that's my main base. It just said no at some point, so I started sending them here instead, and they also all tried to get in the same bed. So this is like a little arcade room, I guess, and it could be a classroom if there are ever children in this vault, but I don't think there will ever be children in this vault. This is a sort of common room with laundry and a lounge area and a power cycle if you feel like exercising and power in the vault. And also the public toilets. Statue of dog meat. I wanted to have the fancy vault ceiling, I just could not get it to work, so it's just a flat ceiling. Food room.
Anybody need help with anything? The yellow jumpsuit really be that bad?
So here is the downstairs part where you would come in if you went this way. Dog beds.
Huh?
Yes.
Across from here.
And serve.
There's more security. There are some desks in here that are currently unmanned because why not? There's a small jail cell. Unfortunately, I could not get the door to snap, so it has no door. But we'll just ignore that. Still outside.
Protect and serve.
his little chef hat. I feel like we should have a fire one, even though there isn't really a fire room. There isn't a room for fire? What about you? Where's the chef gone? Chef, no! Hello? Oh my god. What are you guys doing? You are doing neither. You are stood in a cave. Stood here beeping to each other. So, cafeteria. Also the pub slash bar, if you will.
A rat scorpion or jaguar?
Yes, scorpion against bear. Gotta go bear.
So, I put this bar here, and there's an invisible restaurant mat that the guy is standing on. Originally, it did not line up properly, so he was just leaning on thin air, but I think I've got it to line up a bit better now. I also really love this this alien in the baby carriage holding a knife and fork. I find that very endearing. Soda fountain. Ovens for people to cook. Fridges for people to refrigerate. Coca-Cola machine, obviously. Milk machine. There was a time when the water fountain was the wrong way round. I think I've sorted it out. So around here is the clinic with a dangerous robot.
Tom, if you are injured.
I'll do well. Promise.
There's the counter from Fallout 3. There's eye testing machine. Area for
I really hope
microscoping.
living in the same vault with a person like that.
For microscoping stuff and doing medicine things. Immediate care for contaminated wounds. Some gurneys, which also just function as normal beds for settlers. And some fancy institute beds, because they look like the sort of thing you would sleep in if you needed fancy medicine. Forgotten meters measure no radiation. Okay, and finally we have residential here.
Hello, overseer.
Yo, my dear. So the rooms are a sort of basic living area. Although I think this is the only one I could be bothered to put a desk in. Basic living area and sleeping area for a few people with a trunk and showering and toileting area.
Is it drafty in here, or is it just me?
The environmental control may be on the fridge.
Whoops, I ran into that guy. And yep, there's a protector on in here because why not? I think I chose slightly different furniture for each room so that it wasn't super boring. But I also don't want to decorate it too much so I don't run out of building allowance, as it were. Thanks. Codsworth. Thanks. I decorate my own spaces in games too much and then kind of run out of room, and then like I'll just slap a couple of things down. This room is different at the end because of building constraints, because there's a big old wall outside. So the living and sleeping area is the same, and they have a whole separate bathroom, which is the trade-off for that. And of course there's a emergency chemical eye shower thing, because accidents happen. And the water purifier. I put some wood platforms down to build generators on because, whoops, because no fucking way was I gonna successfully build vault tunnels down here to link up the power. That was not gonna happen. I knew that was not gonna happen, so I put some wood there and just gave them their own generators. There's another terrifying robot.
Do not interfere with security operations.
So yeah, that is my vault. You are not saying nothing. Don't remember this big rock being here.
This place does bring back some pleasant memories of the old world.
I figured out how to drag bodies, but it took me so long to figure it out, and it's so hard to do in third person.
This silence is
I have moved this school before, I swear. Oh god damn it. Anyway, public bathroom.
Yes, Kitty?
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
Beds and stuff. That's pretty much it all the way around. There are some dogs, but also it's mainly a robot haven. So these guys are pretty much fine when they do get attacked because there's so many robots. So there was a really cool Mr. Handy here who was just going around in circles like, far out, dude. And then later when I came back he was gone and I was sad. I guess he got killed or something? There are so many bubbles here. You got goggles on, bless you.
Nothing to report, ma'am. Greetings, ma'am.
If I left the beacon.
Interfere with security operations.
Terrifying. Okay, so this is the Starlight Drive-In, which is not that great. But I tried to make it livable, I guess. Random locker here, which I've also stuffed crap in. Not sure why this platform is here, really. It just didn't really sink on the ground properly, and I left it there. Sleeping area, shared bathroom. Some individual houses. I think each one is laid out slightly differently. Some people can be seen from the window while they're on the toilet, I guess. Or in the bath. There's also public toilet and a skeleton. I put a sentry bot here. This settlement gets attacked by...
With security operations.
Terrifying. This settlement gets attacked by ghouls a lot, so I put in a bunch of dogs and some robots.
Please remain calm if you are injured.
And there's just some more beds.
If it
Yep, here are some food trees. Templine's bluff is not very good. But they got attacked so much they really needed more people. So I definitely recruited more people.
If you ain't been up to see Grey Garden, you should go. The whole place is run by robots.
There's just not a lot of room for them really, so I just built these very awkward,
Huh?
awkward, bed spaces and the extremely terrible, outdoor and public bathroom.
Remember the last time I had clean.
This one kind of has too many people in it now, but they needed more people to help defend themselves. So I replaced their original beds with bunk beds. Oh. Had to add some more food. Put up this top and put a bunk bed under it. I probably wouldn't want to sleep like that, I don't know. Also fit in this small hut, and also this one, which is from one of the mods. Why do people keep saying that to me? And also some outhouses. Where do they shower? I don't know. I thought it was a rock, it was the cow. This one is fairly often attacked because of that bit down there. So I put a big old robot in.
Do not interfere with security operations.
Lots of beds in here. Some beds in here. Many cows. I don't know what kind of milk they get from these cows, but that's not my business. Some other beds. Some other beds. And a mattress. This place also kind of sucks. There are way too many people here now, and fitting beds for them all in the house has been utterly chaotic. I suppose I could have fit more downstairs on reflection, but I did not. And sometimes you get trapped on these stairs because of all the people. It's just terrible. And there's no wall between the bathrooms, so... and there's a dead person here. So it's not going great.
You ain't one of them sins here to spy
Oh,
Interfere with security operations.
Jesus Christ, man. There should be some laser turrets on the outside of this one, which I am now not spotting. There they are. There's a tame hound somewhere that I modded in. I did not actually tame him, but he does not speak to me. Something's happening. I honestly kind of hate Hangman's Alley. It's too small for anyone to live here with resources. I couldn't knock this down, so this is still here with some beds in it, and that person is still on their bed, but that's not my business. I knocked down whatever was here because it was just cramped and terrible. Put some more beds in. It's not totally safe up here because I couldn't wall and floor it all off, so you could fall down. But hopefully you wouldn't. And having cows here too. They just turned up with the recruitment beacon, so somehow have to support cows in this space.